Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Happy fucking Saturday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening so far, guys. Tonight we're going to be doing more of the OW2s and probably doing a little bit more tweaking here. We found some pretty good tweak yesterday. I didn't get a chance to try it. It sounds promising, though, dealing with, was it 32-bit priority or something like that. Something to do with the scheduler. But good. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Lovely. Ah, yes. Anyways, let's get into things here tonight, guys. Yep. I purchased the Battle Pass, not a normal one. I purchased the Battle Pass Ultimate Edition through... basically, I got a code since I own a 40 series graphics card. You basically can buy codes from other people and use them even if you don't basically buy it when the thing's going on. So I was able to get basically the Ultimate Pass for 15 bucks, which is fine by me. So it's a little bit more than normal, but then I also get like 10 coins, I think. 20 coins. So it basically pays for itself if I ever want to buy a skin. In addition to having the Battle Pass. And then there's some skins with it, which I don't really care about, but they exist, so there's that. Dude, the fucking store sucks. They really need to take a page from other MOBAs as to how they should organize things. This is disjointed as fuck and does not help you find out. Slain does not help you figure out how to like skins for your character that are available or aren't available and you can look forward to, right? Yeah. And then add things to your watch list or something. The store fucking sucks. Whoever designed the store, guys, for Blizzard, it's terrible. It needs an overhaul. It is not designed for accessibility or easy use at all in any way, shape, or form. Ah, yes. Apparently you can buy League tokens, which are different than normal tokens. It looks like they're a little more expensive. $350. It'll cost you about 20 bucks for a skin. You can't just get them all. It's for each character has a separate skin. You just don't buy the team skin. Oh, you buy it for each character. Holy fuck. Oh, at least they do separate the classes, so there's that, right? The tank bundle. Oh no, it's not all the tanks. It's 3 of the tanks. What? Oh, you fuck. Oh, geez, guys. Wow, well, there's that. Anyways, I have the Ultimate Edition pass now. Mainly did it for the 20 extra coins in case I want to buy a skin. It comes with some skins too, but like I don't play any of them. That's actually a really cool skin. Mech Fighter Diva. It's like a oh, that's gonna get nerfed. Uh-oh. I see a booty. That's gonna get nerfed. Oh, the kids are gonna decry that. You can't have a booty that sexualizes Diva. You don't want to sexualize Diva. Nope. Meanwhile, and Heroes of the Storm has some of the best skins I've ever seen in a Blizzard game. Mainly because they don't adhere to, they have a bit of fan service in there. Yeah. Diva Booty's gonna get nerfed, guys. True story. There's too many curves there. Has to be more pancake like Tracer now. Anyways, the skin itself is actually pretty cool. It's like a steampunk-ish, maybe like a futuristic steampunk Diva. Very cool skin. This one, eh. Their better skins are basically the pay ones, so. But anyways, you get free coins with it, which is what I was really after. And then just premium battle pass, which always gives me more things. So, in general, worth it, in my opinion. This is actually a really cool Mercy skin. Visor. Splits, not so much. Visor, pretty cool. Good stuff. Okay, let's take a look at the tubes here tonight, guys. See what's going on there before we get into the Gamazine. The Gamazine. Yeah, that's the tweak I was talking about. Apparently motherboards. There's Asus has a BIOS that fries X3D chips. I don't know if I actually have it or not. I'll probably figure out next week. After Hours is a podcast. Yeah, we aren't looking at that. A620 and a 7800 X3D, is it worth it? Yes. Oh, that's good. That was the major takeaways. I said the A620 and the 7800 X3D were going to be fantastic together. Ultimate low latency DPC tweak. You mean tweaks or tweak?
Howdy. So in a previous video, I was talking about how you can tune Windows to very low latency, almost real time. I was going over this Microsoft how to set up device for real-time performance.
This is a guy that probably works on audio equipment. I mentioned before how video gamers actually have a lot in relation to audio files. Not necessarily audio files, but people that try to do like real-time audio processing or working with stuff. So in like movies or making music, right, have a lot in common between the two and what they try to accomplish, which is near real-time latency on a system, because that really fucks, in the terms of audio, that fucks with syncing and can make effects pop, static, all sorts of weird shit. So actually, it's kind of weird when you're looking for tweaks for gaming, for reducing latency or making your system more responsive. It'll actually be almost in kind with audiophile tweaking, which is, I'm pretty sure, what this guy is.
So here's what I figured out. First thing we want to do is we want to add the ultimate performance power plan into Windows, and we do
First,
that
I know this doesn't do anything anymore.
Right here at a command prompt. Obviously administrative command prompt. Now, once you have that, you're going to want to go to your power options in the control panel and flip over to ultimate performance, which is the one we just added. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply some tweaks to that power plan. So we're going to enter this command, which disables processor idle. And then the next command right after that is this one, which then causes the power plan to be active. So that's basically tweaking the ultimate performance power plan. The cool thing about this little hack is that I can flip between the new thing that I added, ultimate performance tweaked, and just any other power plan, right? Now I want you to notice up here at my task manager. So I'm just going to high performance. That's like standard. We got some load. By the way, I'm encoding with OBS using NVIDIA HVEC or NVEC. Sorry. And basically that's going to keep the load on my system fairly low while I'm doing this little test here. But so at the end of this, you can flip between just your normal power modes and then ultimate performance. Now watch as I click this, watch the task manager. No idle on the cores on the CPU means they're at 100% all the time. Also, if you look at hardware info, you can see that all of my P cores are locked to 5200 and then E cores 4200.
As far as I know, this disables boosting, though.
The thing that happens is that with no idle, the processor at quote-unquote idle, right now I'm encoding, so it's not fully idle, but mostly idle, is going to increase temperatures by quite a bit. So this is ultimate performance with no idle, and then if I flip back to high performance, we can see temperatures drop fairly drastically pretty quick. And if you have fans and things, you can hear them kick up a little bit. But here's what the tweak does. So like I said, very, very low latency. Here is in Firefox running a vsync tester, and I have it in quote unquote normal high performance mode in Windows. Now watch as I flip to ultimate performance.
Firefox is hopelessly broken.
So that's our latency and our hitching, and in terms of the mouse control in video games and stuff, this is going to be much, much, much more accurate, lower latency and all of that sort of stuff. You do get higher temperatures on your CPU, but it doesn't really make the CPU run hotter at load. It makes it run a lot hotter at idle. So there's that. So the cool thing about this tweak is you can flip between the two things, right? I can go to high performance. Also, I could go to balanced. You can see the effects of the vsync tester there, balanced to high performance.
Also, just because something's really hot doesn't mean it's putting out a lot of heat. But I know that sounds convoluted, but it's true. You can have something that is at 70 Celsius, but only is using 10 watts of energy. And you can have something that's at 60 Celsius, but is using 400 watts of energy. And it's going to be very different in terms of what the heat output of the two. The smaller it is, the harder it is to cool too. So a lot of people misconstrue 70 Celsius or whatever temperature with increased heat. Of course, it's going to increase heat, but the amount that increases heat, it's not an indicator of how much heat it's putting out, right?
Let me go to ultimate,
which is what you look at wattage
with
then.
no processor idle, and that's clearly better. I'm not sure what that
Some people
little blip
dislike
is there.
the
Maybe
noise
just
though.
clicking around and stuff, but let's go ahead and run latency mon right over here. Let's see if we can get 15 seconds. And geez, that's low. I mean, that is just low. So I'm in, using these tweaks. There's one final tweak which I'll go over right after I stop latency mon. I'll do 15 seconds. That is just unbelievably low latency. Final tweak is right down here. This registry entry right here. So that disables threaded DPCs, meaning that only one core is going to be servicing your driver DPCs rather than
that could be really bad.
Multiple cores.
Some drivers are made to run on multiple cores, and they don't like. DPCs are very weird, and sometimes messing with them driver DPCs, sometimes messing with them is not a good idea.
And it is what it is. So this isn't flippable between power plans. If you wanted to delete this, you would have to go back in and change your registry and delete the stuff it just added. So that's not flippable, but it is what it is. I just explained that. I have that actually enabled right now on my system. But yeah, I mean, you can tell this is incredibly low latency, and it's a tweak I haven't actually seen done yet. So, here's my processors with no idle commands, just blasting out fairly hot temperatures, and then we flip back to just normal, which is the cool thing. You can just flip back to normal.
That's pretty neat.
Just by changing your power.
So it's undoable.
Right on. Food for thought.
You're right on.
The next one.
Okay. Can't find those commands. That should definitely be in. I don't know if he edited that or not. He should just link to the guide that he's looking at. That one. Gutter. Not causing it because it just happened and it's not on. That, guys, still don't know.